every search consultant knows that the race starts the moment a new job lands. And so while your competition is going through external sources like LinkedIn, job boards, things like that to find these candidates, which can take a couple of days, highly advanced recruiting teams are using AI to automate these processes today. And so through CoRecruit, we'll not only make your existing database more searchable, but we'll help you submit those candidates faster. Here, let me show you. So through CoRecruit, you have the ability to fully customize the context that ends up back inside of your ATS after calls. So let's just show you what that looks like. If I'm looking at a system like Crelate, and I want to start customizing the information that's going into Crelate so I can make sure this is searchable context when I'm looking to fill my next role. You'll be able to fully configure what's added inside of your notes through our meeting types. So as you can see, there's ways that not only AI can help automatically create all these templates for you. So this is the context and the notes that you're tracking. You can even add additional categories here if there's things like compensation expectations or the relevant startup experience, whatever that might be for this incubator director role that I want to make sure getting documented accurately back inside of my source of truth. We give you that ability to fully customize the information you want tracked inside of your database. You can even customize the specific action or activity type that's being logged when this specific meeting type is being used. So that way, all of that key context is automatically tracked in your summary, notes, or activity section inside of your source of truth. Not having to worry if Gorav takes different notes than Mahill on the team, who has a different note-taking style than Tim. If Tim ever puts his stuff inside of the system, you can make sure that this is all standardized, so it makes it easy when you're actually searching for these contacts as you're doing searches in the future. Further than that, we can also update any relevant fields inside of your system, again, depending on which system you're using today. And that's as easy as going to your specific integration, determining how you would like your notes updated. Maybe that's they push automatically right when the call is done. You would like to manually review and approve before that's done, or we never push it. And for field updates, if that only happens if a field's empty, always or never, right? So you can fully configure what that looks like. You can even tell us what are the specific fields that you would even like us to be able to update when that call is done. And again, this is just depending on the integration itself, but you can start to configure. These are the only fields that I would ever like CoRecruit to update. And so if you have a configuration like this that you want to review what things look like in these are the fields, when your call is finished, not only will you see all the notes that CoRecruit has created, so we can review them, make sure this makes sense before it ends up in our database. Same thing with the fields, making any key edits that are needed as well, even depending on the currency language, things like that. And you can just save and update. So now, when you're running these searches in the future, we can make sure that your source of truth is fully updated with the context that matters to you, so you can actually find these relevant contacts inside of that database moving forward. So this means that instead of taking 2 to 3 days to find these candidates from external sources, you can actually just search your proprietary information with your proprietary conversations to see if these could be great fit candidates for your next role. Secondarily, CoRecruit will even help you automate any of the presentations that you're creating. So maybe that's job descriptions after that intake call, executive summaries or profiles that you're looking to create as well. And the way that we make sure that you are not just getting AI slop coming through is through prompting, everyone's favorite topic. And so the way we'll do this is that inside of that meeting type that we were reviewing earlier, you can start to set up different templates based on the documentation that you would like us to make. And instead of just saying, hey, AI, can you make me this? We do this through what's called a one-shot prompt. And so you can give us an example of what good looks like for your MPC campaign or your executive summary. Upload that example into the profile so we can match the writing style, the tonality, even any of the formatting that's being used. Not only that, obviously using the context from that conversation that we just had, and even uploading things like the job description itself. We can use the example of the formatting you'd like, context from that job description, plus context from that conversation you just had to not only create the first draft of your executive summary that you can make some final edits to, But when it's ready, you can even easily download this as a text file or a PDF, and we'll add all of your branding to that. So you have a client-ready deliverable that you can send out within 2 to 3 minutes of that call being finished. From the clients that we're working with today, our average firm finds that CoRecruit helps them cut their time to submit in half by automating this work for them. And so if you're curious to see how you can drastically improve your team's time to submit, feel free to start your 7-day free trial now.